Hello my dear children, welcome back to my video online class. Today we are studying a new lesson, risk fractions. Already you studied this in previous classes. What comes in your mind when you hear the word about fractions? Yes, it is the part of a whole, or it is the part of a collection of things. Okay, for example, if your father bring one munch to your home, and if there are two children, what you will do? There is one munch only and two children are there. That time what you will do? You will cut this into two equal pieces. Okay. If there is a change in pieces, if one is bigger, one is smaller, there will be a fight in your home, so that you will cut this into two equal pieces. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Now this is a whole munch. If when it is cut this into two equal pieces, each one of this is 1/2 of the munch. Means the munch is cut into two equal pieces. From these two equal pieces, each part is 1 out of 2. If there are three children, what you will do? You will cut this into three equal pieces. Three equal pieces. Now each part is what? That is 1/3. This is also 1/3. Suppose 4 children are there, and if there is only one munch is there, what you will do? You will cut this into 4 equal pieces. First step, cut this into 2. Again, each of these pieces cut. Okay, now each of the part is 1/4. Now, actually, fraction is a part of a whole or a part of a collection. Our father brought the gems. 10 gems are there. And 2 children are there. What you will do? You will cut this into 2 equal groups. Each of the groups, there are 5 gems. Then each of the child will get same number. Okay. Now, from this we can understand it is a collection, part of a collection. Dear children, according to the size of its numerator and denominator, there are different types of fractions. Do you remember all those things? Yes. Proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. What is proper fraction means? Yes, if the numerator is smaller than denominator, numerator smaller, denominator bigger, then it is called a proper fraction. Okay, can you tell me some proper fraction example? Yes, proper numerator smaller than denominator. Yes, numerator is smaller, denominator is bigger. Example, yesterday. Yes, 2/3. Next, 4/10. 7/8. All these fractions are proper fractions. Then, what is improper fraction? Numerator is greater than or equal to denominator. Either it is greater, sometimes it is equal also. That time also it is known as what? Improper fraction. Tell me some example for improper fraction. Yes, 3/2. Next, 5/3. Next, yes, 10/7. Next, 8/5. All these are improper. And 7/7 also. The numerator and denominators are equal. That time also it is improper itself. Next one is, do you remember? Yes, mixed fraction. What is meant by mixed fraction? Mixed fraction. A whole number with a proper fraction. Whole number with a proper fraction. You know that in mixture many things are there. Like that itself, in mixed fraction, a whole number is there and a proper fraction is also there. Can you tell me some example? Yes. 3 1/2. 3, 1 by 2. 3 is a whole number. 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. Next, 1 by 7. Next, 2, 3 by 5. All these are fractions with a whole number and a proper fraction. One more fraction is there, that is unit fraction. Do you remember what is unit fraction? Unit means 1. Means in a fraction, if the numerator is 1, numerator 1. What is the condition? Numerator 1. Then the fraction is known as unit fraction. Tell me some example. That is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 1 by 10, 1 by 12. All these are unit fractions. These are the 4 types of fractions. That is proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, unit fraction. Okay. Now, when a set of fractions are given, it has some other names also. We can study this now. Okay. Dear children, first we are studying about like fractions. Like fractions are fractions that have the same denominator. In all the fractions, the denominators are same, then it is called a like fraction. Then example I will show this. First example, 3 by 7, 5 by 7, 4 by 7, 1 by 7, 10 by 7. Look here, in all these fractions, the denominator is 7 only. This type of fractions are called the like fraction. 2 or more fractions with the same denominators. Okay, now another example, 1 by 10, 4 by 10, 6 by 10, then 8 by 10. In all these fractions, the denominator is 10 only. Okay, this type of fractions are called the like fractions. Then what is the opposite of like fraction? Yes, unlike fraction. Then can you tell me what is unlike fraction? If like fraction is fractions with the same denominator, then what is unlike? Yes, fractions with the different denominators are called unlike fractions. Okay, what is unlike fraction? Fractions with the different denominators. Can you tell me some example? 3 by 7, 2 by 8, 1 by 3, 4 by 5. In all these fractions, the denominators are different. Many sets we can form like this. Now, I think all of you could understand what is like fraction, unlike fraction and different types of fractions. Okay? Dear children, now we can study about equivalent fractions. With an example, I will show this. Deepu's father brought a munchkin home. There are two children. So that we will cut this into 2 equal pieces. Now each part is 1 by 2. But his brother is not allowing. He told, I want 2 pieces. So that what he has done now, the same manja he cut it again into 2 more pieces. Look here, then he got 2 pieces and his brother also got 2 pieces. This is 2 by 4. Total 4 pieces are there. And out of 4, these 2 are his brother has taken and the other 2 we also got. Okay, now look here, this 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 both are equal part now. Yes, this type of fractions are called the equivalent fractions. Fractions which represent the same part are called the equivalent fractions. Fractions which represent the same part. We can cut again and he can give some more pieces to his brother. I will show this how to cut it. The same manjar. If I am cutting this again, first cut it into 2 equal pieces. Again, he cut it into 4 equal pieces. Again, if we are cutting like this, and only 2 children are there in home, and this is 4 by 8. Total 8 pieces are there. Out of it, he will get and his brother also will get 4. Then both are satisfied. But in all these, the same part is represented. Okay, the same part is 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2 of the munch itself. This type of fractions are called the equivalent fraction. Here we can write 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 4 by 8. Okay, I think you got the idea about equivalent fraction. Fractions which represent the same part are called the equivalent fractions. Okay, dear children, when we are getting two fractions, we can check it whether it is equivalent or not. How to check it now? First, we should multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction, and the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction, means cross multiply. When we cross multiply, if the products are same, the fractions are equivalent. If the products are not same, the fractions are not equivalent. With an example, I will show this. First question, 3 by 5 and 6 by 10. These are the two fractions. We have to check it whether it is equivalent or not. First, we have to write both these fractions and then we can cross multiply like this. First 3 multiply with the 10. 3 into 10 multiply this. 3 into 10 is 30, and denominator, the denominator of the first fraction multiply with the second fraction. 5 into 6 is equal to 30. Now you look here, both the cross products are same, therefore the fractions are equivalent. Cross products are equal, fractions are equivalent. Second question for you, it is 2 by 7 and 5 by 21. Look here, first write both these fractions. Then what to do? Multiply the numerator with the denominator of the first fraction, and second, multiply the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. That is 2 into 21 is equal to 2 into 21 is 42, and next 7 into 5. 7 into 5 is 35. Now compare both of this, both are different. Is it equivalent then? No, it is not equivalent. The fractions are not equivalent. Dear children, would you understand how to check when you are getting two fractions whether it is equivalent or not? Yes. To form equivalent fraction of a given fraction, either multiply or divide the given fraction a number with a number which is greater than 1. Do not multiply or divide by 1. The number should be greater than 1. Now here itself there are two methods. One is to higher terms. To make this into bigger fractions, multiply. Into lower terms, we have to divide also. With example, I will show first question in higher terms. First one, 2 by 5. If we needed to find the three equivalent fractions, 2 by 5, multiply with any other number other than 1. Okay, 2 into 2. But one condition is that when you are multiplying the number, the numerator with 2, denominator also you should multiply with 2 itself. 2 2s are 4, by 5 2s are 10. Similarly, 2 by 5. Next I am multiplying with 3 here. Here also multiplying with 3. That is 6 by 15. Next 2 by 5. Any other number we can select. I am taking here 5. Then multiply its numerator also by 5. 2 into 5 10. Divided by 5 into 5 25. Okay. Only one condition, when we multiply the numerator by 6, we should multiply its denominator also by 6 itself. Now, this is in higher terms. Now, in lower terms, we can change all to its lower term if there is a common factor, then only. For example, 6 by 10. Now, you look here, 2 To change this into lower terms, to find the equivalent fraction into lower terms, first we should check, is there any common factor for 6 and 10? Both these numbers are even numbers, so that we can divide both of these numbers by 2. Here also the same condition we have to follow. If we divide the numerator by 2, we should divide its denominator also by 2 itself. Such a number only you have to select, that then you can use test of divisibility. If the numbers are even, you can divide it by 2. Sum of the digit is multiple of 3, you have to divide it by 3. Next, if the number is ones place is 0 or 5, you can divide it by 5, like that. Okay, 6 divides 2. 6 divides 2 is 3. Next, 10 divides 2 is 5. Therefore, 3 by 5 is an equivalent fraction of 6 by 10. Another question to you, 18 by 12. Look here, 18 and 12. I think many common factors are there. Both are even, so that we can divide it by 2. Next, 18 and 12 both are there in the multiples of 3, so that we can divide it by 3. Next, in the multiples of 6 also, both 12 and 18 is there. Both these numbers are divisible by 6 also. All these steps I am doing here, 18 by 12. First I am dividing it by 2. The same number only, how to divide also. 18 divides 2 is 9. 12 is 9 by 6. Next, when I divide it by 3, that time 18 divides 3 is 6 and 12 divides 3 is 4. Next, when I divide it by 6, 3 by 2. The same number only, you have to divide, such a number only you have to select also. Okay, this is in lower terms. Equivalent fractions in lower terms, you have to divide with the same number, both numerator and denominator. To higher terms, you have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay.